All right, welcome back to TopIn Speaks Podcast, guys. I hope you're having an awesome day. And if you're not, I get it. Life gets chaotic at times. From trying to manage things like work deadlines, relationships, life, fitness, all the other things that life just throws at us, all these other obligations. We try to balance all of that at once. And sometimes you can feel like you're really drowning. I know what that feels like. And it's only when I learned that balance isn't about doing everything perfectly, and it's actually about doing what matters the most in the moment. And that's what I want to talk about today. Why balance feels impossible and what that really means. You see, balance isn't about giving everything equal amount of attention at once. It's about knowing what deserves your attention right now. I took years to learn that, because I was a person who would try to do multiple things at once. And I was Superman. I thought I was Superman. And I would not get ahead because I'm spending my time like this. 20% here, 10% here, 5% here. And I'm not actually prioritizing tasks based on what's important right now. And it's not about giving equal attention. I believe in the concept of giving 80% of my time and energy to what really matters most, and everything else come after. Because life happens, okay? Priorities shift, things happen this is life, okay? This is life, and we need to understand that the more you try to spread yourself thin and do a multiple of 100 tasks at once, you're not going to get ahead. And I'm talking from hell of experience. And if you look back on your life right now, on all the times where you try to do a multiple things, even mundane tasks as cleaning your house, doing the laundry, cooking, washing dishes, folding, doing everything at once, you feel so drained out and nothing gets completed. Instead, what we should be doing is understanding that what is the priority? What is the priority for today? For me, like right now, my priority right now in this moment is the podcast. I'm not going to be checking my phone. You understand what I'm saying? So understand what has the most impact in your day and focus on that a lot more than anything else. Give 80% of your time to that task, and then everything else come after. As I said, I was a guy who would, listen, I would try to do a million things at once. And I used to feel the sense of accomplishment in doing that, when in all actuality, the sense of accomplishment should come from actually accomplishing something, getting something done. And the more energy the more you try to spread yourself thin, there is something called burnout. And I'm sure you guys all have experienced that at some point in your life. So trying to focus on the most impactful task might be easier said than done. And you might have the moments where you're in this chaos and you just don't know what to do and you're feeling overwhelmed. If that's you right now, just stop and ask yourself, what is one thing I could do today that will make the biggest impact? And focus on that. Figure out what that is and focus on that, the most impactful task, instead of trying to tackle everything at once. And if you still feel like, man, I'm already in the middle of it, Kyan, I already have 10, 20 tasks, 20 things I'm involved in, all of them are important, I don't know what to do, man, how the hell do I get all of these things done? Listen, yes, all of it might feel important, but all of it is not important right now. So it's okay to reset and reapproach. How do you reset? For me, I reset by waking up in the morning and going to the gym. My routine habits, we are a creature of habits, guys. Wake up, for me, and going to the gym is what resets my mind. It makes me feel like I have control of my life and control of everything, even though life is chaotic. So for you, that routine your habits might be something else. It might be something simple as pouring yourself a cup of coffee and stand up on the porch for 10 minutes in the morning. It might be journaling. Reset and go back to the things that makes you feel sane. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the things that makes you feel like you have your life and your shit together mentally and emotionally. And then figure out what the most important task for the day. And you do that. That is how life works. Life is not black and white. It's not black and white. It's not like I have to do 10% of everything today. Kind of need to spread myself thin or else nothing get done. Listen, really go back and look at your past. Look at the past when you did that. And I'm sure, comment below and let me know, but I'm sure there were times where you run yourself thin trying to do a million tasks at once. It does not work. No, I'm not saying to just drop everything else, But what I am saying is understand what is most important today and get that done today. Because, for example, there are times in life where I had to focus on my relationship more than anything else. And there were times in life I need to focus on my fitness more than anything else. Similar with finances, etc., etc. And that is just how life works. Don't feel guilty about it. And I'm telling you, it's easy to feel guilty that, for example, you miss a day at the gym because you had to stay back and you had to take care of some meetings or you had to do something. You miss a day. I know what it feels like to lay down in bed and feel guilty about not going to the gym, but life happens and long-term consistency is way more important. Guys, balance isn't rigid, okay? It's okay to shift your priorities someday based on what happened or based on priority. It's okay. The power of being able to adapt is a superpower, okay? It's very important that you become adaptable based on situations. And don't feel guilty about it. Listen, as I said, I know what it feels like to lay on the bed and feel guilty because I didn't go to the gym, because I didn't get a particular task done. And that's completely fine. Don't put yourself through mental torture because you didn't complete all your 10, 100,000 tasks today. You know what I'm saying? Really hone in on what's important. And that's it. Example, as I said, miss the gym because you had a deadline at work. That doesn't mean you're a failure. Long-term consistency is where is that, guys? And it took me a while to really understand and digest that. And just for some key takeaways today, balance shifts with priorities. Simplify your focus on the most important and impactful task. Rebuild. When you feel like you're drowning and everything is chaos, rebuild with habits that make you feel like you have control, whatever those habits are. And last but not least, guys, give yourself permission to pivot. Give yourself permission to not do it today. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. You're not a superhero. It took me a while to learn that. You're not a superhero. We can't do it all at once. Even if we would like to, we cannot do it all at once. It's not about doing it all at once. It's about doing what matters most and staying consistent. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like, comment, and share. Follow me on Instagram for more at is_KAYIN. And it's always good. I love to talk. I love to think. I love a good discussion. Feel free to comment, message me. Hope you have an awesome week. This is TopIn Speaks.